Happy Mother's Day! It's actually Mother's Day today, and as I'm sipping my little pretty drink, I couldn't help but think to myself about what one thing, if I could tell anybody what's one thing to get your wives or your mothers for Mother's Day, I feel like as a young mom, um, mom that has young children, I don't think I'm young, but that's okay, a mom with young children, I would say just a day all about her. Think about it. How often, as a mom of young kids, do we get a day where we just get everything that's thought about us? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't expect you to ignore your children or anything like that, but like, I, for me personally, I would love just a day where I don't have to worry about, making sure the kids do what they're supposed to. I love a day where I don't even care if you make me breakfast because it's just something I do all the time, and so it's just kind of habit. But my thing is making it so that I don't have as much stress. And sometimes I love my kids like crazy, but they're the greatest stress in my life because I am trying to help them develop good habits and I'm trying to help them be productive people and I'm trying to help them learn these things that they need to do. And with them being so young, having to stay on top of my 1 year old to make sure she has her diaper change, her milk, her food, making sure that she's not hitting or screaming at somebody because somebody stole something or hit her or whatever, it's super helpful to have someone else to just buffer, and to fill that and to help. So I say a day all about her. So if you're waking up this morning and you're like, oh crap, I didn't get anything, that's fine. Just remember that we don't want big fancy things. I don't want big fancy things. I can't speak for everybody, but I don't want big fancy things. I'm happy. I'd be grateful for a vacuum cleaner because ours broke and we just keep forgetting to buy another one. It's not something on our high on our priority list because we don't go upstairs very often, and upstairs is the only place with carpet. And so I love the fact that I now have a clean bedroom. I love that. Happy Mother's Day to me. I have a clean bedroom. I have a bedroom where I can come in and I can genuinely relax. What a blessing. What a sweet and tender thing for me. I now have, my husband made me these really, really pretty Live, Laugh, Love horseshoes that are in the shape of a heart. I now have that, and I can have that decor that, like, it was free. We got free horseshoes from a friend who wasn't going to use them, and they don't reuse them. And so we got them, and then we just used rope, and I made the letters years ago, and we've been trying to figure out where to put it and what to do with it. But since my husband forges and welds, he just forged it into a heart, and it looks absolutely stunning. We don't need big fancy things. Last year, my kids made me a thumbprint necklace, a thumbprint flower necklace. So I have each and every one of my kids' thumbprints from the year or from last year. How perfect is that? And it doesn't really cost anything. I mean, yeah, you have to buy the clay, and the paint if you paint it, but it's so cheap and it's so worth it. Another one that I've seen that I love, love, love is they do, I've seen it where you get like a mug and you Sharpie outline the kids' handprints on the mug. And so it looks like the kid's grabbing the mug, and I have 5 kids, and since I have so many of them, I was thinking about just putting all of their handprints, like they're grabbing the mug, on the same spot, and you can see how their hands grow each year. How perfect would that be to get that over and over and over again? I think that's perfect. I love mugs. I love warm drinks. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I like hot chocolate. I like teas, like herbal teas. And so that to me is something super special. And it's super cheap. I mean, super cheap. Things that you usually have around the house kind of cheap. So, I mean, don't make a big deal about it. I mean, make a big deal about it, but don't make a big deal about it where you don't go beating yourself up over having to do so much. And if you don't have kids, this is the perfect year to remind your spouse or yourself, if you're the mother, that it's okay. I remember whenever we were first married, we got married shortly before Mother's Day, and I had had a miscarriage. And it just so happened that my mother-in-law had made a comment about it being a good thing that we didn't have kids yet, and that we should wait to have children. And I had just experienced the miscarriage. At the time of Mother's Day, I didn't know I was even pregnant. And so for moms who are experiencing something like that, where you're having heartache after heartache kind of thing, I just say, be with your spouse. Focus on the fact that you have each other, and that one day, whether it's your own kids or you're able to adopt or use a surrogate, you'll have that opportunity to be a mother if you want it. If you want it. It's all up to you. And if you don't want to be a mom, awesome. That's cool too. There are amazing aunts out there who they don't ever want to be a mom, but they are a great mom to their nieces and nephews. So value where you are. Treasure where you are. Focus on the fact that you have so much more. And, nothing's final. Life is short, yes. And life is fleeting. Like, it's going to go quickly. But don't sit here and focus on what you don't have. Focus on the fact that there is so much more to look forward to. That first year was the hardest, especially right after my miscarriage. It was hard. In fact, my husband and I almost didn't make it through that experience because of so many different things. There were so many different factors that went into that. And so I can say that right now, if you're experiencing loss or if you're experiencing something super hard on your marriage, that now is the time where you guys need to focus on each other. So Mother's Day is going to be a Mother's Day for both of y'all, just like Father's Day would be a Father's Day for both of y'all. And so that's my suggestion. You don't have to take it. I think that's something that worked for us. It's something that helped us to focus on what was needed at the time, because by the time my second Mother's Day had come around, I believe I was trying to get pregnant. I don't remember. I think I was trying to get pregnant, or I'd just gotten pregnant or something. Nope. Because my first baby was in August, my miscarriage was in August, and then I was pregnant and had a baby in February after that. And so I think that might have been a year. I can't remember. I digress. It doesn't matter. So the point is, though, is that good times are ahead. Things are going to get better. Just keep looking forward. And if today doesn't go the way that you have planned as a mom, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. If you didn't get what you wanted, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. See the blessings you have. You still have your children. You still have your spouse. You still have a house. You still have clothes on your back, shoes on your feet. You still have money in the bank. You still have everything you need. Focus on that and be grateful for what you have. I hope you guys have a great Mother's Day, and I'll talk to you next week.